Russian.
Alright, ladies and gentlemen, we are in the next round for, well, believe it or not, we're in the next round for this one right now. Okay, so here we go. We're in the next round for the JC versus Solo again. So basically, they got an interesting lineup on both teams. So let's just quickly look up the makeup on both teams. So let's just have a look. The team is basically looking like for the Solo team, we got the Ohio, Kremlin, Des Moines, two Napolis, Moskvas, Daring and Ragnar. And JC has decided to respond with two Kremlins, a Napoli, two Moskvas, a Stalingrad, two Darings and a Ragnar. This is going to be an interesting fight, folks. I mean, like for a tiebreaker decision. So a tiebreaker decision is in play here, folks. And honestly, I don't know who's going to win this fight, so I'm going to start up something a little bit interesting here to bring up people a bit of a heads up about like a poll. And so if there will be a poll coming up here shortly, they'll say who do you think will win between Solo and that, so I'm going to put it in there. I'm going to put Solo and also JC. Good luck everybody, and start casting your votes. Alright, so anything can happen here between both sides. So Solo is actually going around the corner here, so while the JC time, well, JC is actually mucking around with this time round with the B cap. The Ragnar and Daring has actually been pushed into play here, so anything can happen, folks. Looks like the Daring on JC is actually moving to C. Ragnar is slowly moving in from Solo towards C and is unaware of the Daring. So this could be interesting to see what kind of gameplay is going on. Both the both DDs are actually just hanging in there loose, just near the cap. The Daring is actually reversing towards the cap over at Bravo. So anything can happen here. Stalingrad is just hanging back, so hey, I mean like could be an interesting battle all around, folks. I mean like Torps are in the water on both sides. What the heck is going on here? Torps are in the water here from the Daring over at Solo and have been fired upon towards JC. JC is actually making a great push. Anything can happen here, okay. So let's just see. Let's just see. But yeah, definitely for sure. But I don't know, man. I don't know. Anything can happen. Anything can happen. So there's a lot of Torp action going on here towards Bravo. JC is actually just hanging back there. Looks like okay. JC just dodged that. That's fine. He's done a good job. Rainer's been Hydra's been fired up by the Daring. Ragnar is just like holding back at this stage, so yep. But yeah, man, I mean like getting there, but all good. But yeah, it could go either way, folks. It could go either way. Oh, look out! Wow, the Daring's getting smashed. The Solo Daring's getting smashed by the Ragnar and the Daring. Okay, there's nothing happening over at A. There's nothing happening at A. okay, I don't know what the Moskva and the Kremlin are doing over at Solo. They're really hanging back big time. So, wow, that's unreal. That's unreal. I don't know what's going to happen there. I think there's a bit of interesting exchange of fire between the Moskva and the Demoy, firing HE at each other. The Kremlin's fired AP at the Ohio's broadside to the Solo Ohio's broadside and taken a bit of damage there. Ohio has taken fire shots at Moskva, maybe. Yep, he has. Oh, that is not much damage at all. Hang on a minute. Napoli's just kind of in a corner here with the two Napolis over at Solo. Ooh, I don't like that. I can see what is going to happen here, but anything can happen. Let's we can pay attention to both sides though. So it's actually a bit of an interesting battle here. Looks like the Ohio in the Solo is actually just moving over to back up these two Napolis. The Napolis are just moving in. JC's turn around. JC's turn around at this point in time. I wonder what's going to happen next. So let's just see what we can do. What we can do in the next battle here. Anything can happen here, folks. I mean, I don't know about you, but anything can happen between this. Alright, so let's just have a quick look over in Alpha. Alpha has finally been taken by the Solo team at this stage. So we'll see what happens. We got one cap and then JC's taking two. JC's not mucking around. They want to get themselves back in play. But look at the two destroyers over in Bravo. They actually really moved around pretty quick. So the question is, can the Ragnar creep in back in there quickly to retake Bravo? It's a possibility. The Kremlin is actually forcing an opportunity on the Solo Daring to make an attack vector run on that thing, but looks like that's interesting gameplay from both sides. So what is Solo gonna do? I don't know about you folks. I mean, like, the Solo is actually really making a solid move here at some point, and I think anything can happen here on both sides. What's going on? The Solo Demoy is actually falling back from the incoming torps from JC. JC's got C-Cap in her play, and there's nobody else defending it except the Moskva's on the other side of that island. The Daring actually has gone over to Bravo to quickly defend it, so that's an interesting gameplay. What is happening here in Alpha? Torps are being underwater and they missed the Kremlin. That's very unlucky. Daring is actually returning fire on the Moskva, but has been kind to him and actually running back. Unreal. So anything can happen, folks. I mean, like, I don't know about you, but this could go either way. I mean, like, the Moskva is actually just hanging in there. Looks like the Moskva on the JC team is actually focusing fire on the Solo and doing it back and forth in gameplay, and I think anything can happen will happen. I have to admit, it's a good opportunity for both sides. So let's just see what happens here, folks. I mean, like, it can be pretty beneficial in the long run. So what's going on over here, folks? I don't know. We see the Napolis over in Ohio, actually the 10 line are pushing up. The Napoli that was with the other Napoli has actually decided to fall back and go towards the C-Cap. Could this mean that actually take over C? We'll soon find out. Okay, so over in Bravo, it looks like JC is still holding the line with three caps in play. So Solo has to make a push. They're in the lead on this fight. This is interesting. JC has decided to take the initiative and be aggressive in their gameplay. So it looks like then Napoli can actually is falling back here. So I don't know, but it's a pretty interesting battle at this stage. Okay, so anything can happen. Wow, that's unreal. I can see that JC is actually really falling back over here, and anything can happen will happen. Let's just see. It's a good possibility. So, what's JC doing? He's kiting. He's kiting, and he's fired shots at the Napoli. Nothing is happening. I don't know. And it's all good so far. 12s are in the water, going from the Daring towards the Kremlin, a solo player, and the Kremlin has taken a brutal beating. And wow, there's a lot of torps have smashed that thing. The Kremlin is a very impressive ship. It can actually take a lot of torpedo damage. But look at this, the JC, Daring, and also the Ragnar are focusing fire on it and actually giving it hell. The Kremlin, the solo team, is actually trying its best to just hang in there and kite around the corner. Let's see. I mean, like, I'm not sure what the Moskva is doing back down over there, so anything can happen. CCAF has actually fallen to solo at this stage, but I think the solo team has actually left it a bit too late, but anything can happen will happen in this match. So we'll just have to give it a second here, folks. Alright, so everything is going in according to plan for both sides at this stage, so let's just see what happens. Napoli has actually smoked himself up and is actually starting to kite, so anything can happen here, so not sure yet, unfortunately. We're about to find out. The Des Moines is actually just going around the corner and regrouping that Bravo, supporting his Napoli teammate. The Ragnar is actually coming over here to Bravo, so if he's going to make the push, the time is now. And the Moskva at the solo and at Bravo has just been waiting here for a long time. I don't know what he's doing. But the Ragnar is actually really belting the crap out of the Kremlin at long range. Are solo using the Kremlin as the decoy? That is a good question. So I don't know. And the audience has predicted solo could win this match, so we'll see if you're right, folks. We'll see if you're right. Anything can happen. JC's actually been pushing hard over there at the moment, so torps are going in at long range, and it looks like a very good possibility that anything can happen. There's a lot of torps coming in towards the Moskva at this stage. Wow, okay, I'm pretty impressed. Okay, anything can happen, folks. Anything can happen. But definitely for sure. There's a lot of things going on here, so we'll soon find out. JC's just hanging in there, and it's actually just, you know, they know that A cap is being contested. They know that they're trying to hold over the B cap. If they keep the two caps in play, they can hold the line. Torps are still going over towards the Moskva at long range. Will this Moskva take a hit or actually still dodge? I don't know. But we'll soon find out. Radar's been fired up. I don't know about Hydro, but this guy has actually played it safely to move back. And he's doing a saw effect, going back and forth, and he's moving back in again. The Ragnar is focusing HE on the Moskva at long range. But what's going on with Solo? Solo has to make an aggressive push here if they're going to make it the decision here. They gotta destroy a ship to stay in play. JC's Moskva is getting smashed by the Napoli and also the Des Moines, and also the Moskva at long range. Can they actually pull this off and destroy that ship? And the Moskva is down from JC. Alright, so anything can happen here, folks, on both sides. There's torps in the water going towards the Kremlin. The Kremlin is going to dodge them. He's just dodged him, and the Kremlin on solo is going down thanks to the Daring. He's actually focusing fire with HE on him, and the Kremlin is smoking and he's burning up. He's punched up his heel. He's trying to hang in there long enough, and he's kiting, reversing back. So what's the Moskva player doing? I don't know. Is the Moskva holding back too far? He's fired up Hydro at too long range. What's going on? I don't know. I think the Moskva is not sure. Looks like the action is coming over here at Bravo. So it looks like the JC Daring is actually trying to be the decoy for the Solo aggressive push. Solo is actually making an aggressive push right now, and they're basically sending everything into the cap they got. They got the Ragnar, the Daring, the Napoli, the Demois coming to play. They're actually pushing hard to keep, keep themselves in play. Torps are all over the place. I don't know what's going on here. It looks like there's a lot of action happening. There's definitely is firing shots with the secondaries and main guns at the Daring, and also the crossfire from the other Napoli has actually come into effect as well too. There are definitely a lot of shots fired on both sides. Anything can happen here. Torps are being fired towards the... Wow, okay, secondaries are coming over towards the Kremlin. The High is actually taking a brutal beating as well. So anything can happen here. And... wow, I cannot believe what I'm seeing, folks. I mean, like, this is actually could be a possible win to JC. JC might be able to hold the needle of the thread here. Come on. I mean, like, this is actually a pretty intense battle. I mean, like, Solo probably left it a bit too late. If they can get a kill, they probably could stay and play a little bit longer.
The enemy is about to win.
Solo is trying to retaliate and hang in there. So JC is trying to hold the line and hang in there. The Ragnar is getting smashed, but can they hold on a few more seconds? That's a good question. The Ragnar is getting smashed. JC Ragnar is getting smashed. Could this be a possibility, opportunity? Come on, Solo. Are you gonna pull out a trump card? Let's see what he can do. The Solo Napoli is actually focusing fire, and the JC Ragnar is down. The JC Ragnar is down. Anything can happen here, folks, because they got two caps in play and they gotta kill another ship. Wow. Okay. I don't know about you, but anything can happen here. The Solo is actually striking back. They cannot hang back any longer. They gotta make another kill. They gotta make another kill and fight to the finish. Anything can happen on both sides. I don't know about you, but this is actually a pretty good intensive battle between both sides. Solo is actually making an aggressive retaliation on both A and also B. And honestly, they probably left it a bit too late, but anything can happen here on both sides. Torps are going all over the place, but honestly, I cannot say that the Solo team will make a comeback, but if they're going to, they need a striking comeback right now. The Kremlin's getting smashed by the Napoli. The Napolis are actually ganking on him. The Demois is actually coming to play as well. Anything can happen here at long range. There's a lot of shells happening on both sides at this stage. I don't know about you, but this is fantastic. A lot of things are happening, and I don't know about you. Anything can happen between both sides. Anything can happen both sides. I repeat, anything can happen between JC and also Solo. So this is could be an interesting push that Solo needs. Solo just needs one solid kill to get in the game still. Solo is still pushing hard. They're throwing everything they got to keep themselves in the play. The Ragnar and Solo is actually keeping himself back, and he's actually trying to stay away. The Ohio is kiting that Napoli from long range. The Napolis are actually focusing fire on that Kremlin. The Kremlin is struggling to survive, and on all the shells and torps and coming, and is a possibility for a kill here. The Kremlin could go down here. The Kremlin could, JC could go down. Is a confirmed kill? Come on, JC, see what's going to happen. Come on, Solo, tell us. And it's a confirmed kill from JC that they lost the Kremlin, and Solo is striking back again. Look at this, folks. I mean, the two Napolis are flanking on this JC JC player, but the Moscow and Solo is actually getting flanked by the Daring, and I don't know about that, but they could take in the lead in a second here. So anything can happen. They just need to hang in there. Both sides are fighting back very hard, and they're trying to hang in there. The Demois is actually taking AP shells on the Stalingrad. The two Napolis are coming around the corner to rush to aid their teammate. The Moskva on Solo has gone down, so anything can happen on both sides. Whoa, this is a very close battle, folks. Anything can happen, right? I mean, like, I don't know about you, but this is for real. The Ohio is actually getting a beating of its life in the rear, behind. Oh, wait a minute. The Napoli JC is making a smoking move towards C. Anything can happen here. Okay, I mean, like, this is a very interesting match. Oh, the torps are in the water from the Napoli solo player. Oh, ouch, 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 ouch. Damn, there's a lot of solid hits there. This is gonna be a ram? Oh no, what the hell? Exchange for exchange. Oh wow, the solo and JC are neck to neck. This is a great comeback from both sides. I was wondering what is going to happen next. Oh my goodness. I don't know about you, but I'm actually really excited about this. By the way, hashtag KOTS, folks, if you haven't gone in a giveaway, go ahead, jump in. Looks like, wait a minute, Moskva just died? Moskva just died! Wait, Solo striking back! Solo, whoa, mates! The JC Darian's down, and Solo, holy crap! Whoa, I need a minute. Solo, damn dude, Solo, damn dude, I mean, like, Solo, wow, that was awesome. I don't know about you folks. I mean, like, Solo was really getting into that match, and I have to admit they made a good comeback. I was really worried about them at one point. I think they actually hang back for a little bit too long in the game. But in the last 6-7 minutes in the game, they were actually really made a good team effort by regrouping themselves. The two Napolis working together side by side. That was actually brilliant. And honestly, I just did not know what to say, but that was fantastic. Let's go back to the panel. And we'll talk with the others.
Because the Stalingrad obviously dropped and was being able to identify that the Napoli was there. So he knew it was around the corner. And he just waited just ever so long till the Napoli come around. And then I saw him lose the push on the Stalingrad. And I was like, all right, maybe you whiff this. And then the Ohio was able to take out that Napoli, or sorry, the Stalingrad that was pushing around the corner. I mean, I was kind of casting with you guys there for a bit, and then I was too exciting to not take over a little bit. I mean, this is one of those games where sometimes saying less is more, because what can you say about a game like that?
I know, right? I felt really bad because I was like, this is my only time, it's my only opportunity to cast. I don't want to sit here for 10 minutes and not say anything.
Got your wish. That's at least.
That was crazy.
The amount of times where, like, you call out, oh, yep, JC's, up on the points, and then all of a sudden it's like, hang on, something happened on the other side of the map, and you're like, I can't be on both sides of the map at once, because there was obviously the heavy push on C, and then the turnaround on Alpha Cap.
I said to Sherpa 12 minutes in, I can't see away for.
Can't see away for what?
Well, what? You're right there, Bookie?
He got too excited, the mic cut him out.
Solo back in the game. Like, so done by them.
Yeah, no, so I agree. I think I even said that I don't think, I actually, mark my words, I think I said Solo needs to push now, otherwise they've lost the game. And that's when they had that heavy push along, I'm going to say along the Charlie Cap, where they had that rotation from, I think it was the two ships pushing pretty much straight to the middle. They saw the Napoleon, the Stalingrad being able to take that Kremlin. That kill of that Kremlin was crucial. In my mind, they need to get that Kremlin kill, because I think there was like 915, 920 points to about 700 points. If they didn't take that Kremlin kill, then give another 20 seconds, it wouldn't been enough, because they held that cap at Charlie. It wasn't enough, at Alpha. It wasn't enough for the daring to push in and contest it. So that kind of bought them an extra 20 seconds to contest that cap.
Yeah. But also that daring lasting as long as he did on his health pool. Like I thought he would have been knocked out pretty quickly there, but he managed to stay at the back of the map a little bit, so he stayed undetected.
Yeah.
I think it might have been a little bit of a quicker match if he had went down as well.
What got me though? Sorry. What got me though was early on in the match that, like, you know, Solo like kind of like hang back a fair bit, but they were testing, you know, like how JC was doing aggressive push. You noticed that like the beginning of the match that JC really did a hard push on the caps, right? But you know, at one point, Solo was like acting in a way that they were just going like, okay, all right, this is like a moment we got all our forces in play here, like in chess. You think about it in chess, they got the knights, the bishops into play, and they're ready to make the move to attack, to make a sacrifice. There were certain ships that were being sacrificed throughout the whole match. The two Napolis that I was amazed about, how they moved together from, like, originally the 9-10 line, remember when they were at the beginning? They moved over and did a flanking maneuver, moving towards B, and actually just went like, yep, we're just going to do a sword pincer movement attack with the Demoy, the Moskva, the Daring, the Ragnar backing up behind them, and basically they just said like, right, we're going punch our way through, and that was a brilliant move from them.
Agreed.
Well, I was just watching whilst you were talking. The joy about being 5 minutes behind is I can watch what was happening and then recollect because there was so much going on there.
Absolutely.
The Napoli actually pushed around on the Stalingrad with, I think it was 950 to 810. And then when he whiffed those torps, I was like, it's done. It's done. He's going for the ram here.
Yeah.
And I was like, here he goes. He's going for the ram. And then I saw him get popped. I think it might have been
Kremlin just picked him up.
Oh, yeah. I was like, oh man, bro, you pretty much had this game set match. This is the win. This is the crawl. Your team is literally abusing you in channel right now. You are, and then I just see the Stalingrad just get popped. See you later.
Yeah.
I was like, man, it's back in here. And 20 seconds later, game's
That's
done.
it. That's it.
Well, that was an awesome game.
Yeah. I mean, I really thought Solo actually had that game.
Yeah.
Oh,
They did.
Yeah, they did.
Yeah, they won.
I mean, I can understand the confusion because at the end there, I didn't know who won either.
I was literally saying to Shep.
What, Forky? What was that card again, Forky?
I was saying the shops.
I didn't listen to Shep. I don't know what happened.
I think your mic cuts out when you get too excited and start yelling.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
That.
I think I'll push it like
calm.
away. I'll push it away from me because I'm getting excited, so I'm starting to yell a bit more. So
That's actually clearer with it away from you.
Really?
Yeah, that is. It is clearer.
Matt might crack the
Yeah,
shits with
yeah.
me, but these games are fantastic.
But
Good on
that's
you,
it.
mate.
We are moving into the next map, so that means we are
yeah,
going for
JC.
at least for effectively at least another 2 more games. So this game basically sets the pathway for someone to lead, to someone to finish the game. Not 2 more games. It means that there's potentially only 1 more game left, which will mean the JC team will be on the Alpha side, so no change here. Solo will be on the Bravo side. Map will be Trap. I don't know if you're there, Sherps, if you want to go through a replay. It looks like the game will probably be kicking off very shortly. I'll be honest, full disclosure, I'm about to crack a beer, man. That almost wants me to have a beer. I mean, I've had a few beers behind the
Well,
scenes,
mate,
but
I
that
mean,
game
like,
was
I'm
awesome.
just about to crack out a scotch, you know, like, a toast to everyone here, and thanks to everybody for being awesome and watching our streams tonight. Thank you, everybody.
Yeah, well,
I'd like to quickly shout out the great Wookiee legend who rated me for like 380 people.
Nice.
Ah,
nice.
so that's why your voice is cracking.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
I was like excited. All right.
That's
so
so good,
mean-
man. I'm
so
glad.
mean
I'm
to me,
glad.
Mr.
I'm glad.
Big Time
I'm glad.
Streamer.
Good on you, mate.
Well, it's almost. I'm actually really glad that you were cast, like you were the caller then. That actually works out really, really well. Very happy for you, man.
Thanks, Bob.
But that's it. We are moving into Trap now. There will be a very limited intermission here because we're going down to at least 4 games. The games themselves for the grand final are probably due to start in. Hopefully it's not an hour and 15 minutes, but I also hope it's not 15 minutes time because otherwise we are paddling up shit creek.
There's a lot of paddling. Yes.
Indeed, it is.
Supposed to be 9:30.
30.
So
Oh,
we're
it is.
paddling.
30?
We
Yeah.
are paddling. So I guess that comes to the point that if we do come halfway through this game, there is very likely the chance. Actually, we should probably do this now. Let's just jump into the Discord. I might actually quickly just go to a break to find out exactly what's going on if it is 9:30, if they're going to push forward with this or delay. So if you can just give us all a second, ladies and gents, The next game for this matchup will probably start very shortly. Looks like they're good to go. But if the game does cut up halfway through, that's because I think it'll be unvoid for us not to be able to cast the spectacle that is the grand final.
Alright, I'm just going to take care of this giveaways and I'll be right back, folks.
Take a quick break, guys. BRB.